Hello everyone, this is Order of the Week. Every week I make a video. I always say I speak about something that is important to me, and hopefully it definitely is important to other people too. Today is I'm going to show the board, is the 22nd of January 2021. And it's for the week that start on Monday. Today is Friday. And for Monday, I suppose it was 17th, I think it was. Or was it 18th? Was it? 17th, no? 5 days. Last week I was talking in the video. I was talking about January and how I always feel a bit lethargic, and this feeling, of a bit tired. I think it's a bit of recovering from very more intense times through Christmas and December all together. And I was commenting about that and what what maybe was a good idea to do. I obviously trying to eating a little bit better, because it could be something about that. It could be about many things, going back to work and reality check of how much money you have overspent, probably, maybe, or just maybe just because there is less things going on in January normally in terms of calendar, and events, like annual events, and but it definitely could be to do with being eating very calorific kind of foods, sugary and fatty, not the healthiest. Maybe very tasty, but not the healthiest. And I was planning to obviously eat a bit more, because I think can be that could be my problem. I could be blamed for eating not the healthiest in December, and I was feeling very lethargic and low in energy, and how that affect as well mood-wise, in terms of feeling also low, in energy and mood. And then I was going about this therapy that start with a smoothie and all the activities that can be around making a smoothie, from going shopping, from planning, from making pictures of your smoothie, from putting music when you listen when you are making the smoothie, on all the things diet. In terms of diet, also will be therapeutic, because you will include vegetables and fruits. And that was my my creative therapy that I thought could work better when feeling low in mood, because it's more indulgent kind of thing, but you still can make it more how I would say, health recovery therapy, is as you want it. You can make it as complicated as you want it, from, I don't know, running to the shops, or going in your car, but still going out is a therapy by itself. But yeah, it will be different if you going running than if you going on your car or on the bus or walking. And I think it was very good therapy to start with, because this feeling of doing something quite therapeutic, quite relaxing, and also almost like a treat to yourself, treating yourself with a smoothie, and it could start from there, but then it could build up into a more recovery therapy, as I say, for a lack of a better term. And making it more complex, or keep it simple and just make a smoothie. And I thought that would be a good way, to start from somewhere in terms of health recovery. Is something that you feel you can work on in January, obviously. So yeah, and I was when I was making the video, I was talking about this feeling, in January of lethargic and not much going on, but I don't know why I was missing everything that was going on in USA, which I didn't miss it. I knew. I think on the 7th there was riots in the Capitol in USA. I was listening to the speech from Trump. I knew what was going on, but for some reason, maybe because, as I say, I was feeling quite lethargic, I just couldn't. I think it was dominating, my mood. It was too. My energy was so low that I didn't even pick up on the intents of what was happening in USA, and I was just in my small bubble, But I knew. I read on the papers the next day. I think maybe it was the 8th, maybe, that it was this riots in the Capitol, breaking into the Capitol in USA. And one thing that I remember that day when I read the paper is that the title was something like anarchy in the USA. And then I thought, anarchy, I don't like that word for this, because I did try to make a difference between anarchy, because before, to make it more clear, because anarchy is maybe used in the wrong terms here. And then I have 2 videos that I watch, and I always bring some videos just to help what I'm trying to explain. So I watched 2 videos. They were very good, both of them. And I want to give the title of both of them, and because one explains what is anarchy without the basics of anarchy, and the name is El Anarquismo. Is in Spanish. Again, I've been doing all of the Spanish videos. I'm afraid it's what it comes on my account. I don't know why. It comes some in English, but for some reason it comes more in Spanish. I don't know why. Maybe the setup of my phone, I don't know. I'm not in Spain, so I don't know why, but it's where it comes. And the name is El Anarquismo, which is anarchy, and history and evolution. And the name of the channel is Un Profesor in Spanish. Translated is a professor, but definitely if you're looking for this video, you have to put Un Profesor. I maybe can show it on the screen, but I don't want to show the picture because I did notice the other day on the video that I show on my video, the first thing show is the picture of the other video, and I don't want that because I maybe can get in trouble with copyright, so I need to be careful about that. This is the channel and the video title. So is you click that, obviously, is you want to look for it, is you want to look for another one that is in English or in another language, you will have to translate and search for something similar. But if you want to watch this one, maybe in subtitles with your own language subtitles, then you will have to click, obviously, literally, I don't know what happened now. I just went to the wrong place. Okay, let's hope it stops. And there is another one. This one is quite good. It tells the history. Obviously, it says on the title, history of anarchism, and it's very good because it gives you a strong base, and it says how it comes from French Industrial Revolution. It came from Rousseau, Jacob Rousseau, and his idea that people are naturally good to each other, and it's the government that is have this lucrative selfish interest, and is how to make a society less well, it makes society more or people more selfish in a way, or corrupt, I suppose is one word, but it's not necessarily corrupt, it's just it may be the egoism of the selfishness of the social system and the government system does not allow for people to be nice to each other, and just encourage to this rivalry, I will say, rather than be good or bad, because the terms of being good or bad is what I want to discuss later, just after. It's maybe no being good or being bad, but be this rivalry that is encouraged by the government system, and the emphasis or highlighted of personal interest in terms of economic. And that's very good. The thing is that Rousseau was right. Obviously, I'm not going to say humans are good or bad. He believed in this goodness in humanity, and I think it's there. However, I will say that what is good or bad, it is very personal. It's very subjective, for one person to be good will be not to do anything out of the law. And for other people, to be good maybe will be to do sometimes things out of the law. And for other people, maybe they think they always to be out of the law is good. So I cannot, the use of good and bad, I think is where Rousseau mistake, in my opinion, because I don't think you can classify people in good or bad, because as I say, good or bad is very subjective. Obviously there is maybe a core idea, but I think it's so little that compare with the mass of human threats involved in social interaction that that is no, it's not something you can base a movement, a political movement, really. And I think that was the mistake, really. And I think obviously they have good intentions with the communism, because they were trying to reduce inequalities. They promote equalities and fraternity, as the French Revolution say, equality and fraternity. What's the other one? Fraternity, equality. I can't remember now. I did say a few times, but I can't remember now. So the thing is that they try to help, everyone in terms of minimum well-being, well-being for everyone. But the way they went about was to use using extreme ideas that didn't match with everyone, and go so extreme that cause problems in areas where they were seen as opposite, because obviously I always say every time you're going so extreme, you're gonna go against everything that is opposite. So that's why it's better not to be extreme in any ideas, so that was the error, that is maybe have created so much worry about communism. But I think there is a lot of good things about communism as well, and no communism, because again, it's no communism. What the ideas that I'm talking about, equality, they are socialists, and they are always, these ideas, these core ideas are pinned in the umbrella of socialism, but some people see just the same communism as socialism, and that's a problem because it's different. It's different. Communism is the string of these ideas of equality, and how they go to get this, and the actions are more extreme and more radical. When socialism, the idea is the same, however, the actions won't justify the goal, So they will always be more cautious in socialism, They always will look this democratical way to act. So it match the philosophy of well-being, social well-being. So that's the first video. As I say, it explains it's good in terms of explain the history, where it come from. However, I took it further because I thought, for me, anarchism cannot be used for what happened in USA, because it's not coming from communistic ideas or socialistic ideas. It's not coming from equality, and because it's coming from a very different ideas. It's coming from more personal interest, because Republicans or liberals, in this case, they were looking their personal interest, personal interest of to get the property and the benefits of their resources to not be shared, to be shared as less as possible, so I don't know if at some point it's mentioned in this video that I say, but I know in one of the two videos that I watched, it says that it cannot be anarchism in this case because it's based on capitalism, and anarchism is based in no hierarchies, and capitalism is based on hierarchies. So even if it's used for that, it's just no suitable for here. So I think the papers, I don't know if papers need to be getting right, because they are confusing the terms and they are making people very confused about things. Another, for me, the idea of the difference between anarchism and what we saw in the States, well, for me, I think what we saw was fascism, because the ideas behind is this supremacy and this belief that there is some people that are superior to others, and they deserve more than anyone else, so for me that is fascism. I'm sorry, and that's the way I see it. That's the problem, that I think with everything, the ideas have been so mixed that people are getting confused what is anarchism and what is fascism. But for me, it's very clear. Anarchism is coming from no hierarchical equality, as I say, equality before. But liberalism, in this case, maybe no years ago, but in this case, because they've been using the word liberal, which I think is wrong as well, but if they wanted to use it now, let's make it clear, it's coming from capitalism, and it's coming from no equalities. It's coming from the opposite, for creating more inequalities. They are coming from a group that they think they should be treated better than anyone else. So it coming from the point of the opposite, create more inequalities. So yeah, definitely it's very different, one thing and the other. So let's start making things clear, I would say. I use the title, instead to say anarchism in USA, what the title for today I put in the board is just USA change of government. If you want to be more specific to what is happening, but don't say words that are not suitable.